multifaceted research university. And in the next 10 years, I think the growth will be even more dramatic. So we expect all of that with great hope and with bated breath.
A decade is both a short time and a long time in the life of an institution. Ashoka has come a long way since it was first started. We are now a fully fledged research university, where research and teaching are at the core of what we do. We will look forward again to the next decade and to the next many decades after that to see how it is that we can fully redeem our vision as a university that is a true liberal arts university with research at its core.
I think the pace at which Ashoka does things, the way it blends science, liberal arts, social sciences, pretty much an education in life, I think it's just an amazing accomplishment I have never seen any other place do. In coming years, I believe Ashoka will show that sciences, whether natural or social, and a way of thinking about things is integral to great education and the path to success.
A decade of Ashoka University is certainly a very happy occasion. I would like to congratulate and to thank those who first dreamt of Ashoka. I've been here for 10 years, and when I first arrived, I was completely surprised by the incredulity of the students. They didn't take anything I said for face value. They questioned every question, every statement I posed or made to them. I was quite taken aback in the beginning, but when I started reflecting upon their thought processes, that influenced my own ways of thinking, and I found that I was learning as much as they were as we went through the semesters and through the years.
So I've been in Ashoka from its inception. I still remember the first time I came. Pramod Sinha had actually brought us to a campus site visit. At that time, there was just one building, the main academic complex, the administrative building, and there was lots of construction activity going on. Nowadays, when I step out of my car, enter the atrium, look at all the buildings around us, it's a truly exhilarating experience. Our first year had 130 students, of which about 30 were in economics. I understand that in the current batch is going to be about 900 strong, the undergraduate level. Plus, of course, we have master students, Ph.D. students. We are now a truly full-fledged research university with a very big international reputation, and it's wonderful to be a part of the Ashoka community.
I have started my journey at Ashoka from 2020, and I'm very proud to say that I'm the first faculty in chemistry at Ashoka University. So I have seen our lab, which was completely empty, to right now it is full of instruments and full of students, whether it's PhD students and UG students. And so I would say that I have seen one of the fastest growing department.
Ashoka University is a very young university, but in the last 10 years, it has acquired a name and a reputation for itself. And I think it has also developed an institutional character. And this institutional character, I believe, is not just sum total of its people, personnel, and its state-of-the-art infrastructure, but also its dreams, its vision, its ethos, and ideology.
The first 10 years have shown great promise, and we are eagerly anticipating the excitement that the next 10 years will bring.
Ashoka completing its 10 years. I think being a part of the Ashokan community and witnessing the institution completing its 10 years makes me filled with immense pride and excitement. Reflecting upon the journey from Ashoka's inception to what it has achieved today as an academic hub, I think it's a great achievement in that regard, particularly. And I think over the past decade, Ashoka has not just created a very rigorous academic environment for its students, but has also cultivated a sense of social responsibility, diversity, and inclusivity amongst its students. And again, with its approach, I mean, with regard to that, with a liberal approach to education, it has created students who have gone on to solve complex global problems all across the world with creativity and empathy. So I think with all sorts of things coming up, I'm pretty happy, and I really hope to see the institution at the top in the entire world.
I'm really glad Ashoka has completed 10 years. We all came to this university excited about the prospects it would open. And particularly in my journey, I was one of the initial members inducted in the newly formed Theatre Society. And the spirit of performing arts is what has carried me throughout the 3 years at Ashoka. And that is something I would want Ashoka to take beyond uh, whatever has happened so far. I found the best friendships, the best communities, the best collaborators, best professors, and most interesting projects to achieve in Ashoka. And I could not have asked for an ecosystem that really supports you in whatever endeavor you take, no matter if you fail or succeed. And I think it's just so wonderful to be in this space where there are so many passionate students trying to do so many things, and you always have something to learn from everyone you talk to.
Our alumni are not only excelling in various sectors, but are also doing groundbreaking research and also making a tangible impact at grassroots levels. It is also heartening to see that many of our alums come back to Ashoka as founders, faculty, and staff and contribute to the growth of our alma mater. As we celebrate this milestone of 10 years of Ashoka University, I want to congratulate all our community for their collaboration, creativity, and impact.
As Ashoka completes 10 years, congratulations to all part of the fraternity. As a proud alum, I would like to share the growth and development that I've seen over these 10 years in terms of infrastructure, academics, or placements. I'm so glad to have shared meaningful connections with the community here, as this is a safe space for me.
पहले दिन मैं यहाँ पे आया तो अशोका में पता भी नहीं था मुझे ये अशोका यूनिवर्सिटी का काम चल रहा है यहाँ पे प्लॉट नंबर 2 का यहाँ पे काम चला हुआ था काफी सुनसान लग रहा था तो पहले दिन से यहाँ पे जब स्टार्ट हुआ यहाँ पे अशोका यूनिवर्सिटी में तो यहाँ पे बड़ा ही मजा आया अच्छा लगा मुझे काम करते हुए एजुकेशन के अंदर हमें काफी कुछ सीखने को मिला यहाँ पे बहुत ही अच्छा स्टाफ है स्टूडेंट है और अच्छे से बात करते हमारे से हमें भी अच्छा लगता है इनसे बात करते हुए
मैं अशोका में 2014 से कार्य करता हूँ गार्डनिंग टीम में और शुरू में मैं जब आया था तो यहाँ पर बिल्डिंग वगैरह इतनी नहीं थी अब काफ़ी बिल्डिंग भी है अशोका काफ़ी बड़ा है और स्टाफ फैकल्टी स्टूडेंट सभी लोग यहाँ के बहुत अच्छे हैं और आपस में एक दूसरे की हेल्प भी करते हैं स्टूडेंट भी आके कभी कभी हम लोगों की हेल्प करते हैं
Good morning, everyone. The academic procession is making their way to the venue and will begin with the proceedings shortly.
Congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. You are poised to set out of the portals of Ashoka University into a much larger and perhaps even a harsher world. But please remember that Ashoka is always there for you. This is your second home. Come back whenever you want and whenever you can. God bless all of you.
My heartiest congratulations to everybody who's graduating, all the students who are graduating this summer in 2024. Congratulations to their parents who have supported through their career in Ashoka. I'm very proud of every single one of you. I wanted also to remind you that in the future, Ashoka remains your second home, and we would love to see all of you back on campus from time to time. My very best wishes for all of you for your future career.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. This is a very special year for us. This is Ashoka's 10th year, and so a very special graduation. I want to congratulate you on your 3 years, 4 years, however much time you've spent at Ashoka. A graduation is also a commencement, and this is the commencement of your life as an Ashoka alum. You will always be an Ashoka alum. You will never graduate from that. It's a lifelong tag that you will have.
Congrats to the graduating class. I'm so delighted for all of you. Wish you all the best as you venture beyond Ashoka and make the most of your Ashoka education. Make a real impact, make a difference for the country, difference in the world. And this is special because it's our 10th anniversary and you all have been part of the journey. So congratulations to all of you.
I'd like to congratulate all the graduating classes from Ashoka. It's a very special convocation. It's 10 years of Ashoka. And as you go forward into the world, we are sure you'll carry all the values and work ethic that you demonstrated at Ashoka, and which will hold you in good stead in life. All the very best.
Congratulations to the graduating class. As Dean of Academics, I feel like it's my personal responsibility to make sure that all of you are there at the convocation, smiling and receiving your degrees. I also wanted to put in a special word for the graduates of the bachelor's degree this time, because they're going to be the last in the 3-year program. We're hoping that all of you, whether you are undergraduates or ASPs or others, will do us proud as you go out into the world. Good luck.
It's been wonderful to have you as students and to know that this is a place where you have learned a lot, learned things that you will take forward with you in life. You've lived a lot, made friends that will hopefully also last you a lifetime, and that Ashoka has given you the strength and the focus to be able to do what you want to do, to care for other people, to be happy, and to be able to always apply the critical life skills that you have learned to the journey ahead. All the very best to you. It's been wonderful to teach you, to meet you inside the class and outside, and I hope we will always stay in touch. Good luck.
Congratulations to the graduating classes of 2024 on this great occasion.
For those of you who will be graduating this year, the convocation marks the culmination of your time at Ashoka. Congratulations, go out and make us proud.
My congratulations to the outgoing batch of Ashokans. Your background in liberal arts and sciences makes you uniquely equipped to handle this rapidly changing world, and I really wish you all the best in years to come, joining your fellow Ashokans.
Congratulations to the graduating classes of 2024 and to the parents of the students who are graduating out. We wish you all the very best as you move out into the world to make a place for yourself, and we would look forward to you being connected through the alumni network. You've been an amazing set of people who've made the campus come alive, and we will miss having you on campus. All the very best.
Congratulations, graduating class of 2024. May 24th is going to be an important milestone in your life, and one of big celebrations for you and for your families. And I wish you all the best, because the world is an exciting place. You have had access to an outstanding education at Ashoka, and the world will open up to you, and may you explore all the opportunities and build a great life and build a great career. I have one request to make. Come back and serve the institution as an alum of the university and raise the bar higher and raise the flag of Ashoka in the years to come. Thank you and best of luck.
Congratulations to the graduating classes of 2024. Thank you for everything that you've done at Ashoka. You've been wonderful students. You've learned a lot from each other. You've learned all the things that Ashoka had to teach you. And now it's time for you to step out into the world and decide what you want to do with your life and your career. But please know that we are always with you. You will always have our support, and you will always have a home in this corner of Sonipat, no matter where you may be in the world. My best wishes for your next stage in this big adventure called life.
My name is Neha Manyar and I am currently at Ashoka University pursuing degree in economics and political science.
I am Ronit Singh. I was two-time Ashoka badminton team captain.
Hi, I'm Gargi. I'm a third-year Ph.D. student in the Department of Chemistry.
Hello, I'm Anurag Moide. I'm a second-year computer science and entrepreneurship major at Ashoka University. I always wanted my college to give me that liberty of choosing or exploring other fields that it offers. So, Ashoka for me fit very well in that picture.
Me personally, I like breaking stereotypes. And after coming to Ashoka, I started thinking more on inclusive base, not only with people with disability, but also with like people from different communities as well.
Please put your phones on silent mode. We also request you to remain seated during the ceremony and refrain from stepping into the aisle to take photos. Our official photographers will ensure that each graduating student is captured in both photos and videos. For your convenience, a hydration counter and a medical booths are located at the end of the hall, and washrooms are just outside the hall, easily accessed through the back exits. For your safety, we have 8 exits in this hall, 2 behind the stage, 4 on the sides, and 2 at the back. We will now commence the proceedings for the day. Please rise as the convocation procession enters the venue. The excited students of the graduating class are making their way to the convocation venue shortly. May I please request the guests to please rise as the convocation procession enters. It is now my privilege to invite the Chancellor, Professor Rudrangshu Mukherjee, Vice Chancellor, Professor Shamak Roy Chaudhary, the Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Pramatraj Sinha, and our Chief Guest for the ceremony, Mr. Manish Sabarwal, to please come forward for the lighting of the lamp. Thank you, everyone. I now request the Chancellor, Professor Rudrangshu Mukherjee, to declare the Convocation Ceremony 2024 open.
Mr. Manish Sabarwal, Vice Chancellor Shamak Roy Chaudhary, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Pramod Sinha, founders present and absent, faculty present and absent, parents, and most importantly, the students who are receiving their degrees this morning. Even before I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the students receiving their degrees, I must draw your attention to an important chronological coincidence. This convocation coincides with the 10th anniversary of Ashoka University. So for all of you receiving your degrees today, this is an extra special day. Not just for the students, but for all of us assembled here, this is a landmark convocation. For me personally, and for many others here, this is indeed a very emotional moment. Ashoka University is that leap of faith that has become a living and enriching reality. I can be forgiven, given the occasion, if I allow some sentimentality and some autobiography to creep into what should be a chancellor's arid opening address. My association with this institution goes back to when it was just an idea, a glimmer of hope in the eyes of some individuals. I can still sense the tingle of anxiety and incredulity that I felt when I first lay my eyes on the 25 acres, which is today Ashoka University's first permanent home. Then it was no more than a blasted heath. Will there be a university here in a few months? Is the question I asked myself that morning way back in 2013. Little did I realize that the upturned earth I saw contained a significant part of India's future, your future, my future, our future, the future of hundreds of Ashokans. My myopia was trumped by the commitment and the vision of the core group of pioneering founders who could see the future in scoops of mud and soil. And almost immediately after came the first group of faculty who came forward to fashion new pedagogy, new courses, novel ways of thinking. Out of this collective effort, Ashoka University was born, and we are already 10 years old. Yet, what is 10 years in the life of a university? No more than a blink, but a blink representing what in Sanskrit is called a nimesha, is an involuntary disruption of the normal gaze. The great book Mahabharata begins in the unidentified Nimesha forest. Note the deliberate play here on Nimesha by the incomparable Vyasa. Ashoka's decade-long blink is the beginning of an epic journey. I urge the students here to always remember that you have become pilgrims in that epic journey. You came to Ashoka, which aimed to present to you the world of knowledge, but more importantly, also to teach you how to grapple with that knowledge. Rules of evidence, methods of observation and experimentation, critical reasoning, questioning, and radical doubt. Ashoka attempted to imbibe in you an idea of the open-endedness of knowledge, its transient nature. What we understand as knowledge today may be questioned and be subverted by newer forms of knowledge in the future. Do not cease from exploration. This could be the only enduring message Ashoka has gifted to you. I congratulate those who are receiving their degrees and invite all of you to take Ashoka to a century and more. With those words, Vice Chancellor, I declare this convocation of 2024 to be open. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Mukherjee. At Ashoka University, the students are known not just for their intellectual accomplishments, but also for the deep immersion into a wide range of cultural and creative expression. This year, to celebrate the 10th year of the university, we begin the day with a performance by a group of our talented students from the graduating class. They will begin with their own compositional setting of Rabindranath Tagore's famous poem, "Where the Mind is Without Fear," sung here in Bengali. The second piece is a song by the 19th century Kannada Sufi poet Shinshunala Sharif. In this symbolic piece, the poet urges us to not only create and share music, but to do so with intention and understanding. He uses the delicate tamburi instrument as a metaphor for the path to knowledge. Please join me in welcoming the singers Nandini Krishnan, Netra Natarajan, Shauti Mukhopadhyay, Meha Kilam, Kirtana Sudarshan, and Dia Anand. Accompanying them on tabla, we have Aditya Ramdasi, on keyboard, Vanix, on guitar, Dhruv Varyan, and on violin, Shreyansh Dwivedi. Let us give them a round of applause.
চিত্ত যেথা ভয় শূন্য উচ্চ যেথা শীত চিত্ত যেথা ভয় শূন্য উচ্চ যেথা শীত চেতা চেতা গৃহে রাজন করে সর্বদী Deshe, 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 deshe. Deshe, 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 deshe. Deshe, 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 deshe. Koinudharana. Deshe, 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 deshe. Koinudharana. ta, tata, sthitata, takinata, takadinata, atakadinata, katakadinata, katakadinata, takadinata, takadinata, tata, tata.
Thank you, dear students, for that breathtaking performance. It is now my pleasure to invite the Vice Chancellor, Professor Shamak Roy Chaudhary, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. It's very difficult to follow such a performance. Respected Chancellor, Professor Rudanshu Mukherjee, Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Brahmatraj Sinha, members of the governing body, founders, faculty, and members of the Ashoka community, and of course, students of Ashoka and their parents and guests. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to this convocation ceremony of Ashoka University. I would also like to extend my gratitude and welcome on this important occasion of the university. Today we gather to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our graduating students who have shown exceptional intellectual engagement, extraordinary dedication, and passion throughout their academic journey. Not only is this a milestone moment in their lives, it is also for the university as well, for Ashoka completes the 10 years of its existence. As we complete our first decades, it would not be remiss to say that it has been a truly exceptional one. Ashoka today represents the best in true interdisciplinary education, which is an essential ingredient to meet the needs of the country and of a rapidly changing world. Our endeavors over the last 10 years have set a new standard for Indian higher education, influenced education policies in the country, and paved the way for transformation of many other universities. We have set a blazing example. I hope you'd all agree that very few institutions can claim such an impact in such a short time frame. At the same time, as a young university, we have many firsts to celebrate this year. Like every year, we hosted NASA's South Asian Regional Initiative meeting for the first time this year. One of our PhD students became the only Indian to receive the American Society of Naturalists Student Research Award. We graduated our first PhD scholar in economics last year, and this year we're proud to say that our first science PhD student, PhD candidate, will be earning her degree in biology. Our student body, which numbers just under 3,000 now, has made remarkable strides in all spheres of their academic life. They're drawn from 14 countries, and within India, from 24 states, 102 towns and cities. We have 164 permanent faculty members right now, another 60 visiting faculty. Students enrolled at Ashoka University can choose their major from a total of 21 pure or interdisciplinary options. Students can also pick minors from about another 18 disciplines which are on offer. We expect to close the academic year with 350 plus placements by the end of June. In over 40 organizations, the process is still going on. Graduating students have been placed in marquee organizations, including Accenture, Amuse Labs, Axis Bank, Deloitte, Genpact, HSBC, Hindustan Unilever, McKinsey and Company, Pidlights, Michael Page, Tata Group, and several others. This is in addition to all those who are going all over the world for higher education for their master's and doctoral programs. For example, only the last few weeks we have learned of 2 of our students getting the prestigious Felix scholarships to go to Oxford, 2 out of 10 this year. 2 INLAC scholarships for Columbia and Leiden. And the only South Asian recipient of the McCall McBain Global Scholarship awarded by McGill University the 2nd time in a row. There are 1,000 universities in India, and to have these ratios of students going for these absolutely top scholarships of the country to the top universities of the world is very, very unique. At Ashoka University, our commitment to diversity and inclusion is reflected through a series of transformational initiatives, as you are aware. I'm glad to report that we established an equal opportunity cell this year, which ensures that every student, irrespective of their background, has access to the resources and support they need to succeed. Ashoka's academics and campus life have been made fully accessible to students with physical and learning disabilities through the excellent work of the Office of Learning Support. And the work of our Center for Wellbeing is seen as exemplary by many around the world. Our dedication to accessibility is further exemplified by the significant commitment of 510 crore rupees in these 10 years through philanthropy, which has been set aside as financial aid to 4,500 students in the last decade. Around 60% of our student body has benefited from this aid, about 24% receiving full scholarships that cover tuition, housing, and meals. These efforts are not just about financial support, they represent the university's commitment to making quality education accessible. A big initiative that has literally and figuratively got off the ground over the last year is the development of the new campus. The space, some of which is where you are sitting today, and which will increase the area of our campus by 4 times its original size, has already now features 4 new buildings that are designed to enhance our academic and residential facilities. The Trivedi School of Biosciences, which you just saw coming in, will advance our capabilities in the life sciences. This includes the new Zeiss imaging facility, which will further scientific inquiry and provide training to young researchers from other universities from all over northern India. Our innovation center will act as a dynamic bridge between industry and university, fostering collaborations, incubating startups. In addition, we are hopeful that the 2 new halls of residence and other living spaces will continue to enhance life and learning at Ashoka. Graduates, you are the embodiment of the values we hold dear: academic excellence, ethical leadership, and social responsibility. Today, as you prepare to step into the world beyond our campus, we are confident that you will carry these values with you, making meaningful contributions to society and driving positive change. To the families and friends who have supported the students, thank you very much for your unwavering encouragement and belief in their potential. Your support has been the bedrock upon which these achievements have been built. To our faculty and staff, thank you for your belief in the mission of the university and your ongoing commitment to the students. It is your efforts that have brought us this far and will continue to keep the flag flying in the decades ahead. As Vice Chancellor, it's my distinct honor to stand before you today and celebrate our university's first decade. Together, we look forward with optimism and anticipation, ready to embrace the opportunities and challenges that lie ahead. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits your brilliance, your passion, your creativity, and your compassion. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone and to bring fresh perspectives to all situations you find yourself in. As you go forth, remember that you will always be a part of the Ashoka family. Today is your day. Seize it, cherish it, and let it inspire you to greater heights. It is now my privilege to call upon Founder and Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Pramath Sinha, whom you all know as a pioneering force in Indian higher education. Pramath has worn many hats, from establishing the Young India Fellowship at Ashoka before the university was established, to being the founding dean of the Indian School of Business. He's been one of the founders of Harappa Education, Ashoka Scholars Programme for women, and the 9.9 group. And this was all after he was a partner at McKinsey. His recent book, Learn, Don't Study, has all the practical advice for students and families that I could have given you today. Dr. Sinha.
Thank you, Shomak. I'm only here to introduce Manish, and he told me to keep it short, but I'm going to ignore that. After all, it is 10 years, and it's a very important milestone in the history of a young university. I see many of you here who were with us when there was nothing here, like Rudrangshu mentioned, several of the faculty and staff here. So I'd like to particularly congratulate all of you for having brought us to where we are. Thank you so much for all that you have done for us over the years. And it's incredible that we are here. I obviously want to congratulate the class of 2024. What an amazing achievement. Some of the years of your education were also affected by COVID. And so you should feel very proud that you are here. If I may request you to just stand up for a second, the class of 2024, not everyone. And I want just stand up, please. Thank you. And I'd like you to give a big round of applause to our faculty and staff who've been part of your journey. And now you have to clap one more time real hard, but before that you have to turn around. And this is for your parents sitting in the back. Give them a huge, huge round of applause. Thank you. You may please take your seats. I'm going to use the podium to just leave you with a small message. As you go out into the world, you will carry the responsibility of the tag of being an Ashoka alum. Remember, we are still a very new and a young university. What you say and do matters to you, matters to Ashoka, matters for where Ashoka goes over time. You'll want to fight for various causes. Remember, there is no bigger cause than Ashoka as a cause, as a new university. And I hope that you will keep that in mind. I will move on to quickly introducing Manish. Manish is one of our founders, and that's not the reason he's a speaker today. I'll tell you why he's a speaker today. But more importantly, Manish and his wife, Kavita, who's somewhere in the audience, are also parents today of a graduating son. So congratulations, Manish and Kavita, and Dhruv, of course. Manish has been joined in the cause of Ashoka University right from the start. He has a whole string of achievements, and I I will now keep to the promise of keeping this brief. He is probably the largest private sector, or largest employer in the country, employing 400,000, 4 lakh people, over 4 lakh people across the country. He has a library at home which has 12,500 books. He's really a lover of books and reading and scholarship and writing, and founded the New India Foundation that funds research and talks and lectures and writing. He's, as part of the foundation, he and Kavita also fund the Center for Translation at Ashoka. But the reason he's here is that Manish is one of the most inspirational speakers. Some of you may have heard him speak. I'm sure there'll be a lot of one-liners today that you will always want to remember, or at least want to write down, because only he can come up with them. But one little known fact about Manish is that he was actually born and raised in Kashmir, and he actually grew up there. But I'll stop now. And Manish, thank you so much for doing this. We are really grateful for everything you do for Ashoka. And thank you very much for sparing the time. This is a very special moment for us. Manish Sabarwal.
So it's a pleasure to be here. And, when you get to my age, especially when you come to a graduation, the most interesting question you're going to ask yourself, and I ask myself all the time, is what matters more in life and in love, luck or skill? This is even more real for me than others, because I work for a people supply chain company that has hired somebody every 5 minutes for the last 20 years, but only hired 5% of the kids who came to us for a job. So 220,000 kids come to for a job every month. We hire about 10,000 of them. So we're sort of at the agony and ecstasy of India's labor market. The ecstasy is obvious. I'm a child of lower hiring standards. Kids getting a job with me today would not have got a job 5 years ago or 10 years ago. But the agony wasn't as obvious to me till I started Team Lease. We had a job fair in Jaipur. 80,000 kids showed up. I met 800 of them personally. I would guarantee if they were born in Delhi, Bombay, or Bangalore, they would have had a job. But they were born in Dausa, Barmer, Jhunjhunu, or Ajmer. The two most important decisions a child in India makes are to choose your parents wisely and your PIN code wisely. Maybe the luck or skill question is unanswerable. As a child of government servants, I'm not sure I'd be an entrepreneur if my first investor hadn't taught my finance class at business school, or my Team Lease co-founder, Ashok, hadn't been randomly allotted as my college roommate. Or if life is a series of daring adventures from a secure base, and the most secure base is your family, would my family have been a secure base for all my adventures if the grenade thrown on my police officer father had exploded in 1992? Of course, the smiling bomb squad technician assured us that the grenade was made in China and therefore low quality. But the luck or skill question may also be unsatisfactory, is where I'd like going with this. I know a lot of lucky people who are completely unskilled. They shouldn't be where they are. I know a lot of skilled people who are very unlucky. They just don't get to their destiny in life. So maybe there's a third dimension here. Dumbledore tells Harry Potter in Chamber of Secrets, it is our choices more than our abilities that reveal what we really are. So I hope you make 5 choices, because choices matter much more than luck or skill. The first choice is play the long game. Tolstoy said the most powerful warriors are time and patience. He was right. A 25-year plan is not 25 one-year plans. My favorite interview question is, will you take 1 paisa doubling a day for 31 days? Or will you take 10 lakhs right now? Most people take 10 lakhs because it's logical, 1 paisa, 2 paisa, 4 paisa. But 1 paisa doubling a day is 1 crore 7 lakhs in 1 month. What is the catch here? The catch here is till the 25th day, you're better off taking 10 lakhs. So you have to stay the course for 31 days. But your logical question would be, in life, how do I know when I'm at the 25th day? How do I stay the course? Well, the beauty of compounding is you don't need to know whether you're at the 25th day. You know, when people ask me, they ask me all the time, when will you reach 10 lakh employees? You said you would reach that some time ago. I say, well, I have a Calvin and Hobbes cartoon in my office. You know, Calvin says the secret to success is being in the right place at the right time. Since you never know the right time, you find the right place and hang out. And he goes to sleep there. The beauty of compounding is that if you play the long game, you don't have to guess where you are. And I hope you will play that long game. The second choice I hope you will make is take more risk. You know, when I was your age, I defined cool as doing what everybody else was doing. At my age, I define being cool as what nobody is doing. I think what Rabindranath Tagore, you know, one of my best friends whom I never met, really meant when he said Ekla Chalo Re was that the warmth of the center of the herd is comforting, but it's hardly a path to greatness. And of course, your butt gets sore from sitting on the fence. You know, I've co-founded two companies. My first company was a 50 crore company. My second company is a 10,000 crore company. What was the difference? It was just how much risk we took. I remember getting a call on my cell phone from the CEO of one of the world's largest staffing companies 20 years ago. It was a $30 billion company and we were just starting out. And he said, I want to come to Bangalore and meet you. I said, sure, sir. Why? He says, my general counsel says you're a bunch of kids who are going to go to jail. I said, I would love to meet you. So he got on his private plane and he came to Bangalore and he sat down in our conference room. And he says, what is your strategy? You know, we've been in India for 10 years and we have 500 employees. You guys are 2 years old and you have 25,000 employees. I said, sir, we have a very simple strategy. In fact, we have the only strategy which works in India. There's an old story about Akbar where he sentences this guy to death tomorrow morning. That guy says, Jahanpana, please don't kill me and chop off my head. I'm going to make your horse fly in 6 months. So Akbar says, you'll make my horse fly in 6 months? Okay, go back to jail. So he goes back to jail and his roommate asks him, how are you going to make his horse fly? He said, 6 months, man. Horse may die, I may die, Akbar may die, horse may fly. You know, entrepreneurship is staying alive long enough to get lucky. Most people don't realize that. That's back to my compounding point, but that's also true for life. And so you must remember when you graduate that the days are long, but the years are short. I recently went back for my 25-year business school reunion, and I would submit that the saddest phrase of middle ages is, I wish I had. Because you can always change the things that you did, but you can never change the things that you didn't do. So you might as well take more risk. You know, if you're jumping from the 10th floor, you might as well jump from the 100th floor because the outcome is going to be the same and you will have more time, of course, right? The third one, and the third most important choice from my perspective, which I would like to remind you, because is about a lifelong learning plan. You know, the 10 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 system was designed for my parents who had a 35-year career. I will have a 45-year career. You will have a 55-year career. And the 10 plus 2 plus 3 system is not designed for 55-year careers. You also graduate to a new world of work. You know, employment has shifted from being a lifetime contract to a taxi cab relationship. Organizations don't live as long as they should or did. You know, when the first Fortune 500 list of the largest companies in the world came out in 1950, their average life expectancy was 64. Now the average life expectancy of a Fortune 500 company is 14 years. So what's the value of a pension promise from somebody who lives 14 years? Also, COVID's work from home has made work from anywhere legitimate. So you graduate to a very new world of work, which is just starting to see what AI is doing. AI is no longer, or artificial intelligence, machine learning is no longer a plot pulled from the pages of science fiction. You know, humans run into 100,000 tokens a day, most of us humans. ChatGPT has learned 13 trillion tokens. So does this mean humans are toast? Well, not if you take the advice of another one of my best friends whom I never met, the Buddha, who used to say, Atmadeepo Bhav, be your own light. And that really means, in specific terms for you, is curating a lifelong learning plan with 5 pillars. It's actually quite simple. It's the roles that you do will be your first pillar. You know, the RBI board meetings for me, you know, I went to Wharton, which has great finance classes, but the RBI board meetings have been the best classroom I've ever been in. So go and seek out roles which take you out of your comfort zone. Your second pillar will be relationships. You know, cultivate strong and weak ties. Your 5 or 15 strong ties will help you emotionally, but your 50, 150, and 450 weak ties will help you professionally. There is some logic to those numbers. Look up Dunbar's number. The third pillar will obviously be continually coming back to classrooms. You know, Wharton changed the size of my thoughts. The fourth one, which is really a choice you will make, is on role models. You know, my favorite poet, Maya Angelou, once said, the universe isn't made of atoms, it is made of stories. Stories are role models. You know, my parents live in Kanpur now, and whenever I go to Kanpur, some enterprising kid will come up to me and say, let's go and meet a minister or an MLA. 50 crore ka contract milega, usme se 10 crore hum chori karenge. Why do they do that? Because the role models in Kanpur are Ponti Chadda and Subroto Rai Sahara and Dinesh Trivedi. You know, I became an entrepreneur in Bangalore. My role models were Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, Nandan Nelikani, and Azim Premji, who always told us, take the long view, don't take debt, don't diversify, don't worry about how much of your company you own, and just keep taking risks. So I think your fourth pillar of learning will be the role models you pick, which may be one of the most important choices you make. The fifth pillar, which obviously I have a dog in this fight, will be reading. Right? Books have been a tool of freedom for me. I can become a reasonable expert on any subject in 1 year. But I would advocate reading diversely, because Team of Rivals by Doris Goodwin describes how Lincoln hired everybody who stood against him for the presidential elections into his cabinet. But it's not a book about politics, it's a book about teams. India After Gandhi by Ram Guha explains why separating economics from politics is risky, and maybe why the mathematization of economics may be diminishing its utility. Harun and the Sea of Stories by Salman Rushdie has the land of Gup going to war with the land of Chup because they kidnapped Princess Batcheet. It's about the power of transparency. I've read a book a week for 35 years. I hope some of you will beat my average in the next 35 years. Choice number 4, learn to work with people you don't like. Nothing big or meaningful is accomplished alone. Life is a team sport. Maybe we give you the wrong impression in school because we have another word for teamwork here. We call it cheating. Recently, one of my founding team members angrily barged into my office saying that about a senior new hire that we had, saying, I don't like him. I responded to her, I don't like you. I've been working with you for 20 years. You know, like is too high a standard for working with people. I respect you, and teamwork implies working with everybody. You know, my daughter recently sent me a slide from Professor Upender Singh's Indian Civilization class that wonderfully described the Jain philosophy of Syadvad as the doctrine of maybe. I stole this slide for our strategy offsite because I now know that cognitive diversity and cognitive tolerance is why my second company is 200 times larger than my first one. My co-founder Ashok and me are completely opposite. He's good at operations, I'm good at selling. He's great at having therapy sessions with cribbing employees. I make them cry. He's an introvert who'd rather have a root canal than give a convocation speech like this. I'm having a great time today. He's ugly, I'm good looking. I could go on. But my board member said something very cool in our last board meeting. He said if only Ashok had been around, the company would have been 1/100th of its size. If only Manish had been around, the company wouldn't have survived. I think we both agree. The final choice is please don't grade your own exams in life. Human bias was identified early. Alexander Pope wrote in 1711, to err is human. Since then, we have detailed many forms of human bias. The availability heuristic, the confirmation bias, the hindsight bias, the anchoring bias, the attribution bias. But I think the most universal and dangerous bias is the belief that I am not biased. Everybody believes that everybody else is biased, but we have a tarazu in our head that knows how to weigh things perfectly. And we never put our thumb on that tarazu. It is a form of intellectual arrogance, but it is also a very dangerous for your career. It's also very dangerous for your learning. So I would urge you to accept that bias is not a medical condition. It is a human condition. But the most dangerous lies are the lies we tell ourselves. You know, before any company files an IPO, which is when you decide to take your company public, we did that 6 years ago, you have to choose a project name for your IPO because you can't announce that you're public knowing with your lawyers. I named our IPO project Purna Swaraj because I was really unhappy with my pesky and questioning private equity board members, and they would have to step off the board when we had our IPO. That was very immature of me. Because the only way to protect yourself is to surround yourself with people who are hearing aids, who are mirrors, who are seat belts, or a fresh pair of glasses. So if you're ever tempted to grade your own exam, you're likely to get an A. But I would urge you to set up your life so that you don't. It's not that much fun, and it's not that exciting, and it really is dangerous. So those are 5 choices. Before ending, I want to discuss teachers, friends, and your luck. You know, the teachers who push you the hardest, probably grade you the hardest, will be the ones that you punish the hardest in your course evaluations and in your informal student government rankings. But there is an element of eat your vegetables in good teaching. And good teachers expect more because they know you can be more than you are. So to all the professors here today, I will not have the privilege of being inspired by you, but I can assure you that your biggest achievement will be the undying gratitude and the duas of your students when they reach my age. I also want to remind you about friends. It's easy to make friends when you're in college. In fact, some people believe you don't make new friends after college. I don't agree with that. But when you get to my age, you will realize that keeping friends is harder than making them. So look around you, stay in touch with these people, care for them, be generous with them. Most importantly, be forgiving of them. You know, like any successful marriage, the key to a successful friendship is a little deafness and blindness. Success is very hard to handle compared to failure. So when you are successful, which as somebody who went to Ashoka you will be, you will need these friends to be your hearing aids, to be your seatbelts, to be your fresh pair of glasses. I would be derelicting my duty if I didn't remind you of your 3 big pieces of luck. Your first piece of luck is you chose your parents wisely. Honor their sacrifices. You know, I lost my mother a few months ago, and even at my age, I feel unprotected and vulnerable without her on this planet. So it's going to take 2 seconds for that. Just 1 second. So, you know, after you finish this graduation ceremony, please give your parents a hug. Or better yet, touch their feet. I would if I could. The second piece of luck is you went to Ashoka. Your education is a shield and a sword. A shield is a weapon of defense. It will keep you safe. A sword is a weapon of boldness. You can find a cure for cancer. You can clean up politics. You could win an Olympic medal, or you could build a huge company. It's very important that you think about your luck. But the third piece of luck is you graduate to a very different India. You know, India undertook 2 reckless experiments in 1947. One was political and one was economic. The political one has worked out spectacularly. No other country gave universal franchise at birth, right? First, most countries gave it to the landed, then they gave it to the rich, then they gave it to the educated. Some women in Switzerland got to vote in 1972. Pakistan and India, born on the same night, have had different destinies because 3 million people in India win an election. and 22 million people stand for an election. We have built the world's largest democracy on the infertile soil of the world's most hierarchical society, and we should be proud of that. But our economic experiment didn't deliver mass prosperity. 200 million Indians won't sit in the car that they clean, read a newspaper that they deliver, or send their kids to the school that they help build. In fact, when I landed in the US for my MBA in 1994, there was a front page article on the Wall Street Journal, which I have cut out and kept in my office, that said, India is more interesting than important. I hope that journalist is eating the newspaper on which she wrote that. Because what's happening in India is not once in a decade or once in a millennium. It's once in the lifetime of a country. 50% of our foreign direct investment since 1947 has come in the last 5 years. In 2021, we exported more software than Saudi Arabia did oil. And we will soon be the third largest economy in the world. But India's work is far from done. The gap between India's aspiration and its reality is not a lie, it is a disappointment. Our generation didn't put poverty in the museum it belongs because there was not enough teamwork between the private sector, government, and non-profits. And nobody should climb on any high horses. All three of us have our birth defects. The private sector has a trust deficit, the government has an execution deficit, and non-profits have a scale deficit. I hope all of you will drop the lazy prejudices that all business people only care about profits, all politicians and bureaucrats are corrupt, and all non-profits are virtue signalers. None of that is true. And Team India will be stronger for that. Jonas Salks, the inventor of the polio vaccine, said the most important question to ask yourself is, are you being a good ancestor? In Kashmir, where I was born, they recognize the difference between good ancestors as people who know the difference between amanat and jagir. Jagir is yours. The Maharaja of Cooch Behar used to spend 50% of the state treasury on Cartier and Rolls-Royce. It was his jagir. The idiot could do what he wanted. But amanat is not yours. You are responsible for handing it over in better condition than you got it. So I hope you don't define success as being rich or being thin or being good looking. Mighty injustices like illiteracy, disease, malnutrition, poverty, and corruption beckon you for a pilgrimage. On this pilgrimage, remember the softest pillow is a clear conscience. And those who say that good guys and gals finish last don't know where the finish line is. So I'm confident you will hand over this wonderful amanat called India in better condition than our generation did, because of your luck, because of your skill, and because of your choices. And of course, because you graduated from Ashoka. Ashoka is a good place to be at, but it's a better place to be from. May a soft heart go with your tough minds and thoughtful choices. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, Mr. Sabarwal, for that captivating address. It is now time for the awarding of degrees to the graduating students from the Ph.D., MA, MSc, the Ashoka Scholars, and the undergraduate programs. I kindly request the Chancellor, Professor Rudrangshu Mukherjee, to hand out the degrees. I call upon the Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Bikram Phukan, to call out the names of the graduating students.
Tell me when to begin. Okay. Vasavi Bakchi, PH, Doctor of Philosophy, magna cum laude. Aditi, Master of Arts in Economics, Aditi Agarwal, cum laude. Anshika Mittal, Anubhav Sidhu, Devanshi Malhotra, Dhan Kumar Rastogi, Divyanshu Kunwar, Jagannath Padian, Jyoti Yadav, Lalit Singh, Likhit Raj, Pragya Gupta, Swati Gupta, Tarang Gupta, Tarun George Samuel, Tunisha Jindal, Vibhuti Gupta, Yatika Arora, magna cum laude. I'm afraid I've forgotten to read out the magna cum laude. Master of Arts in English, Akshay Tahiliani, Akshita Thadial, Alokita Datta, no. Kanasut Anumita Devi, Farshita Anjirbag, Gaura Sharma, Punardeep Kaur, Prabhavati, Ritika Malik, Soumya Singh, Zera Naqvi, Shamik Chakraborty, Sejal Parmar, Master of Sciences in Biology, Ajit, Amol Mishra, Kangana Verma, Keshav Kant Ahuja, Nandini nothing's written. Niyati Gadepalli, not written. Paudalik, Changan Wayal, Sukriti Maiti, Yogesh Pratap, now we start with the ASPs. Adit Ved Sharma, Akanksha Datta, Akanksha Agarwal, Akash Madhav Rao, magna cum laude, Arushi Baser cum laude, Ria cum laude, Aryam Mayani cum laude, Alia Ahmed, magna cum laude,
Ayushman Jetli, Abhavir Singh Tuli, Abhay Bhadoria, Abhimanyu Sharma, Abhishek Roy, cum laude. Abigail D'Souza, summa cum laude. Aditya Anand Rajan, cum laude. Aditi Sridhar, summa cum laude. Aditya Gupta, magna cum laude. Aditya Ratan Bhalla, Aditya Tiwari, summa cum laude. Advika Saraf, Agriya Ramzan Satarali, cum laude. Ahaya Faisal Hussain, Aishwarya Dani, magna cum laude. Akhil Madhavan, magna cum laude. Akshali Archana Gugle, cum laude. Akshara Kulkarni, summa cum laude. Akshit Bansal, Alankruti Lasari, cum laude. Alan Vinu Alex, Aman Antil, magna cum laude. Aman Maheshwari, Aman Rameshwar Krishna, Amber Neil, cum laude. Ambika Krishnapalli, Amaya Naik, magna cum laude. Amiya Kumar, magna cum laude. Amar Mustafa Sura, Anagha Ramanujan, cum laude. Anand Chauhan, Ananya Sharma, cum laude. Anantveer Badal, Ananya Agarwala, Anika Junjunwala, magna cum laude. Aniket Sharma, summa cum laude. Anirudh Bhaskaran, magna cum laude. Anirudh Satish, cum laude. Anjali Madangalli, cum laude. Anjali Wagmare, magna cum laude. Ankit Shaw, Anna Anok Mehra, Anushka Gehani, magna Ansh Gupta, Antara Das, Anushka Gupta, Anushka Ravi Shankar, magna cum laude. Anushka Pal, summa cum laude. Anushri Pratap, magna cum laude. Anvishka Pradhan, cum laude. Apurva Arora, Archisha Sharma, magna cum laude. Arindam Bhatia, Arjun Bhandari, magna cum laude. Arjun Khanna, magna cum laude. Arpita Ghosh, summa cum laude. Arsh Kabra, summa cum laude. Arsh Tyagi, Arshia Sood, cum laude. Arunima Sen, cum laude. I can't see. Arushi Sharma, Arya Khare, Aryan Gupta, magna cum laude. Aryan Jain, cum laude. Aryan Malhotra, summa cum laude. Aryan Yadav, cum laude. Arzu Gupta, cum laude. Asha Kumari, magna cum laude. Abhishai Bishoyi, cum laude. Ablesha Purohit, summa cum laude. Ashni Singh, magna cum laude. Ashwin Sampuria, cum laude. Athar Ashwin Apte. Avanti Deepak, magna cum laude. Aviral Anand, magna cum laude. Avye Irude. Ayush Behel, magna cum laude. Bhavika Sim, summa cum laude. Ai Jain, Chaitanya Nair, Chandal Bajoria, sorry. Chanchal Bajoria, sorry. Chinmay Pratap Menon, cum laude. O. Amy Lamar, summa cum laude. Sorry. Damini Jain, summa cum laude. Daya Atreas, cum laude. Diksha Puri, summa cum laude. Devaki Divan, magna cum laude. Devesh Daga, Deep George, magna cum laude. Dheeraj PR, summa cum laude. Dhriti Bhatt, magna cum laude. Dhruv Gupta. Priya Anand, magna cum laude. Divyanshi Yaduvanshi. Drumil Deliwala, cum laude. Durga Charedi. Ekant Sharma. Emmanuel Banda, magna cum laude. Area Reba Wali. Isha Manchanda, magna cum laude. Ganesh Gopal Naidu, magna cum laude. Gaurav Agarwal, magna cum laude. Geetika Sharma, summa cum laude. Harishwar Vetri. Harsh Gupta. Magna cum. Harsh Gupta, magna cum laude. Hema Simha Dharmana. Hiya Chaudhary, summa cum laude. Rishita Chaturvedi. Ahila Manish, summa cum laude. Isha Maulik Shah, cum laude. Ishan Jain. Ishana Surekha. Ishani Chanda. Ishita Suraj Ahuja, magna cum laude. Jagat Kafle, magna cum laude. Jay Kher. Jalnila Mahesh Srinivasa, cum laude. Janavi Hada, magna cum laude. Janavi Gupta. Jasmine Nelson. Jatin Abir, summa cum laude. Jatin Pawahani, magna cum laude. Jonathan Livingston. Junaid Ahmed Baba, summa cum laude. Jyotika Punjabi, summa cum laude. Kanika Munjal, cum laude. Kartikeya Datta, cum laude. Kartikeya Reddy, summa cum laude. Kachayani Singh, cum laude. Khushi Goel, magna cum laude. Khyati Tapadia, cum laude. Koena Rain, magna cum laude. Krishanu Kashyap, summa cum laude. Krishna Rangaraj, cum laude. Kushal Jain, cum laude. Lakshmi Bumanpalli, magna cum laude. Manya Agarwal, magna cum laude. Manya Mishra. Manya Vashisht. Madhav Gupta. Madhuri Little, magna cum laude. Mahira Gupta. Malvika Gera, magna cum laude. Manan Chugani, cum laude. Manashri Manish Toke, magna cum laude. Manasi Narula, summa cum laude. Anish Yadav, Manya Gagnani, Manya Sachdev, Manya Tandon, Mayank Bharadwaj cum laude, Medini Chopra cum laude, Meghna Krishna, Mehul Gupta, Nika Santalia, summa cum laude, Miloni Shah, summa cum laude, Mira Francis Venugopala, magna cum laude, Nisha Singh, Mitali Advani, magna cum laude, Mitali Sakaria, magna cum laude, Mriganka Rajagopalan, magna cum laude, Mukundan, no, Musakchum, Nabarun Barua, summa cum laude, Nachiket Nitha, summa cum laude, Nageshwar Kumar, Najam Sakip, magna cum laude, Nandini Krishnan, magna cum laude, Navya Gaddam, Neil Vaidya, summa cum laude, Neeta Kumari, Neha Mary Matthew, cum laude, Neha Sheikh, cum laude, Nareen Fatima, magna cum laude, Nemali Siddharth, Netra Natarajan, summa cum laude, Nikhil Anirudh, Nikita Sethi, cum laude, Nipun Jain, Niranjan Rajesh, magna cum laude, Nishant Singh, Nishtha Agarwal, Nishtha Das, Nishtha Karketa, Nitant Samir Pandya, cum laude, Nithila R.
Thank you, Professor Fukas. I request the Dean of Research, Professor Gautam Menon, to please come forward to call out the names of the graduating students and the Chancellor, Professor Mukherjee, to continue presenting the degrees.
Sure. Nitya Deep, summa cum laude. Niyati Pendikanti, summa cum laude. Noor Sharma, cum laude. Nupur Mahajan, summa cum laude. Ojas Tripathi. Partri Raj Singh, summa cum laude. Padmaja Sanjay Gaikwad, magna cum laude. Pankhudi Narayan, summa cum laude. Piyush Vasudha Naresh. Praise Johannes Kassa, magna cum laude. Prakriti Malini Kumar, summa cum laude. Pranav Kumar Iyengar. Pranaya Prakash, magna cum laude. Pratham Arora, cum laude. Preet Nagpal, magna cum laude. Priyamvada Mota, cum laude. Kutsia Rahman, cum laude. Radhika Vichitra. Ragalika V, summa cum laude. Raghav Nayyar, cum laude. Raghav Rastogi, summa cum laude. Ragi Rajiv, cum laude. Ragul N. Rahul Kumar. Raja Gazanfar. Reha Malik. Reva Shinghal. Ria Hajarnavis, magna cum laude. Ria Kandelwal, summa cum laude. Ria Maben Heri, magna cum laude. Ridhima Sharma. Rishabh Katakia. Rishi Krishnaswamy. Rishika Arora, magna cum laude. Rishita Chaudhary, magna cum laude. Ritika Joanne Fernandez, cum laude. Ritika Kaila, magna cum laude. Rivan Sengupta. Rochan Mohapatra. Rohan K. George. Rohit Rajak, summa cum laude. Ruhan Shah, summa cum laude. Rushil Natarajan Malupillai, cum laude. Sahajo Ajay Jain, summa cum laude. Sahir Khanna, cum laude. Saina Suri, summa cum laude. Sakina Sehorewala, summa cum laude. Saksham Prikha, magna cum laude. Sakshi Mehta, cum laude. Samvek Kushal Bansali. Samvit Jatya. Samyukt Shriram, magna cum laude. Sanchita Kuttetur, magna cum laude. Sanjana Vatlapatla. Sanjana Karthik, summa cum laude. Sanjana Vivek, magna cum laude. Sanju Vikashini, A cum laude. Sanskar Das, summa cum laude. Sanskriti Pandey, magna cum laude. Sanskriti Singh, cum laude. Samyukta Singh, cum laude. Sarah Muteda, cum laude. Sargam Vitra, summa cum laude. Satwa Vasavada Sengupta, summa cum laude. Seher Batra, magna cum laude. Sejal Jain, magna cum laude. Shagnik Devroy, magna cum laude. Shalini Balodi. Shambhavi Lal, magna cum laude. Shantanu Iyer. Sharon Patole. Sean Joshua Stanley. Shiv Sharma. Shiva Rajput. Shivi Mohan, magna cum laude. Shohan Swastik Mohapatra, cum laude. Shri Bhattacharya, cum laude. Shri Rungta. Shre Baveja, summa cum laude. Shreya Khobragade, summa cum laude. Shreya Samvatsar, magna cum laude. Shreya Srirama Madhav Vinakota. Shruti Chandrakant Bansode, cum laude. Shruti Kraleti, magna cum laude. Shweta Prakash, cum laude. Siddharth Makkar, Siddharth Venkatesh, summa cum laude. Siddharth Natarajan, Siddharth Siju, Siddharth Bajwa, magna cum laude. Simran Sharma, magna cum laude. Sia Saraf, Sia Sharma, summa cum laude. Smayan Kartik Chadda, cum laude. Sneha Rita Sebastian, magna cum laude. Snehal Shirpurkar, summa cum laude. Snigdha Rajvanshri, magna cum laude. Sophia Bagolin, magna cum laude. Soham De, Sonal Dugar, summa cum laude. Sonali Garg, magna cum laude. Soumil Agarwal, magna cum laude. Soumya Marri, Sauti Mukhopadhyay, Spandan Pandya, magna cum laude. Spriya Dhan, cum laude. Spriha Pal, summa cum laude. Sriya Ghosh, magna cum laude. Srishti Sikka, Srishti Bafna, Stuti Kulkarni, magna cum laude. Sudarshan Ramanujam Sriram Etraya, summa cum laude. Surya Pratap Singh, Sayyid Riza Qadri, summa cum laude. Tanisha Mandana, summa cum laude. Tanvi Trehan, summa cum laude. Tanya Chatterjee, cum laude. Tanya Grewal, Tarashil Doreswamy, summa cum laude. Tejas Sevak, magna cum laude.
Thank you, Professor Menon. I now request the Dean of Biosciences, Professor Anurag Agrawal, to please come forward to call out the names of the graduating students and the Chancellor, Professor Mukherjee, to continue presenting the degrees.
Thank you. Tenzin Namse. Tenzin Silky, magna cum laude. Tishya Sheel Dorai Swami. Trisha Dev, summa cum laude. Trisha Ganesh, cum laude. Chering Tenzin Chodin. Udevir Singhvi, summa cum laude. Urvija Kejriwal, cum laude. Vaibhav Maurya. Vedehi Gupta, magna cum laude. Vansh Verma. Vasudha Sadani, summa cum laude. Vedansh Uberoy, summa cum laude. Varnika Mrik, cum laude. Vidhi Gupta, summa cum laude. Vidushi Prasad. Vijayaditya Singh Rathore. Ashwat, cum laude. Vineet Tiwari, cum laude. Vipanshi Goyal, magna cum laude. Vishakha Dwivedi, cum laude. Vishesh Verma. Vishwak Chintapalli. Vritika Patapu. Vritika Sharma, summa cum laude. Yashaswini Gupta, summa cum laude. Yashvi Agrawal, summa cum laude. Yashvi Jain, summa cum laude. Chavi, cum laude. Deepak Chaurasia. Vani Kumar. Jonathan Stavan Sujay Kumar. Kaya Rao Shetty. Nardos Argo Lema. Pinky. Ronit Singh. Ritvik Sen. Saujanya Bharadwaj, magna cum laude. Aradhya Sharma. That finishes Ashoka Scholars. Now for undergraduate, the graduating class. Aishwarya Sunath, cum laude. Divit Singh. Shreyans Parab. Trisha Bhattacharya. Akansha Agarwal. Anirudh Charkuri. Aranya Singh Rathore. Nigash Asaizen Zarawe. Preet Sanven. Tanvin. Shweta Sidhu.
Vibhu Jaki, Atreya Dutt, Ayla Ahmed, Adit Dhawan, Kamlad, no, Agnit Ghosh, Kamlada, Anushka Babu, Arindam Bhatia, Harsh Marwa, Harshia Verma, Arvind Yadav, Aryaman Kakkar, Kamlada, Daksh Biotra, Dhruv Sabharwal, Fariz Nazir Hussain Ansari, Krisha Mehra, Mahira Gupta, Mansi Chauhan, Muhammad Dawood Omidi, Nipun Jain, Nisarg Shah, Reha Malik, Riva Desai, Ryosha Sharma Kamlada, Rutuparna Shailendra Deshpande, Sean Joshua Stanley, Sheila Unisi, Ujjwal Narayan, Varenya Choriwal, Kamlada, Vikas Kumar,
Thank you, Professor Agrawal. I now request the Dean of Academic Affairs, Professor Bikram Phukan, to please come forward, along with the Chancellor, Professor Rudrangshu Mukherjee. Which have, we'll get him.
Mic first. Uh, Sir, I now present the students of the degree of postgraduate, undergraduate, and PG diploma in advanced studies and research, whose names are set out in the list and who have qualified to receive the degree, PG diploma. I request that they may please be awarded their degree or PG diploma.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Ashoka University, I admit you all to the degree of postgraduate, undergraduate, and PG diploma, and I charge you that ever in your thought and action you prove yourself worthy of the honor conferred on you.
Sir, I now present such students as are not present at the convocation. I request that they may please be awarded the degree of postgraduate, undergraduate, or PG diploma in absentia.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Ashoka University, I award the degree of postgraduate, undergraduate, and PG diploma in absentia to all those successful students who could not receive the degree/PG diploma in person at this convocation.
We will now have the graduated students take the oaths. I request all students to please stand up and request the Chancellor, Professor Mukherjee, to administer the oaths.
I'll take this slowly. Please repeat after me as I pause. The ancient Indian king after whom this university is named asked the question, what is Dhamma? He answered, it is having a few faults and many good deeds, mercy, charity, truthfulness, and integrity. I commit myself to these values and through them move from the unreal to the real, from darkness to light, and from death to immortality. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Mukherjee and Professor Phukun. I now request the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Mr. Ishwara Venkatesham, to bring the proceedings to a close by delivering the vote of thanks.
I think the mic's fine. Dear Manish, a big thank you for taking out time to be present at Ashoka University's convocation, especially in May when the temperatures in Delhi NCR are just a pleasant 40 degrees Celsius. To the graduating class and parents, we're all lucky to have been addressed by Manish, who I'm privileged to call a friend. Manish is one of India's leading thinkers on subjects across the spectrum, and who I would describe as a classic liberal arts individual. Today is a big day for all graduating students. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Well done and richly deserved. Look around, soak in the environment, and preserve all the memories of the day. To all the parents and families gathered here today, thank you for being here and making the day memorable. We are grateful because you chose Ashoka as the preferred university for your children. We hope that their individual journeys and growth have reinforced your conviction. Thank you to all faculty who have taught and mentored and inspired the students. You are and have been the primary catalyst in their lives, and their journeys would not have been possible without your presence, and Ashoka would not be what it is today without your contribution. A big round of applause to the team that has worked to put together today's convocation. This is the first of two, and the logistics of two events must have kept you up for several nights. Well done. I would like to thank the entire convocation team for this gorgeous event, starting with the chair and convener, Shirley Biswas, co-chair Bikram Phukan, core team member Aniha Brar, core team member Sachin Sharma, the examination office led by Sachin and Sanjay Gehlot, IT led by Anu Batra, Chandresh Kumar and Sandeep Ladwal, the OAA again led by Bikram Phukan and Pritika Sharma, operations by Bhaskar Mishra, Ashish Pathak and Kamaldeep Singh, PR and communications led by Ali Imran, Deepak Wamsi and Samantha Sampson, the parents and alumni office led by Anu Singh, the Office of Student Affairs and Residence Life by Pooja Manaktala and Swati Chaudhary, Harshit Tucker in the Pro VC office, our MCs Shruti Bajaj and Mahima Pahuja, our own man Arish Azmat for the photographs, student performances by Justin McCarthy, Professor Justin McCarthy, procurement by Colonel Ashutosh Singh and Rajesh Kumar, and event support by Orange Events. The university is thankful for the cooperation extended by the registrar's office, starting with admissions all the way up to convocation and beyond. Thank you, Sachin. We are grateful to Vice President External Engagement and his team for their contributions towards building the Ashoka brand through their diverse offerings. The efforts of the admission office and outreach teams for bringing in students year after year is critical to Ashoka's success. A big thank you. Also to the development and financial aid officers for the commitment to make this education accessible to all our students. And a thank you to our parents' office and communications team for carrying the message and mission of Ashoka across the world. Ashoka is grateful to the Offices of Global Education, Summer and Strategic Programs for being instrumental in giving our students international exposure through the institutional partnerships and exchange programs over the years. The university is indebted to the Dean of Research and Dean of Faculty and their offices for ensuring that a stellar team of scholars and researchers are always present at Ashoka. Our sincere thanks to the Dean of Academic Affairs and his entire office as they work tirelessly to enable diverse academic pursuits of our students throughout the time at Ashoka. The Career Development Office and the Office of Postgraduate Studies deserves our heartfelt appreciation for helping our students in achieving their professional goals. And our gratitude to the IT team for their efforts in ensuring that our students get to pursue their academics with ease. I also thank the Centers of Excellence at Ashoka for offering our students an opportunity to be part of innovative programs and scientific research far beyond their curricular requirements. The university is particularly grateful to the Offices of Learning Support and the Center for Wellbeing for providing the Ashoka community with a much needed space of comfort and care. This is a moment to appreciate the contributions of the Office of Student Affairs, who are critical part of every student's life at Ashoka. A special shout out to the sports team for ensuring that students enjoy a sporting experience on campus. The university is truly grateful to Vice President Operations and his entire team for ensuring a hassle-free, safe campus experience for all our students. I'd like to specifically acknowledge the entire support staff at Ashoka who help us in practical ways behind the scenes. We owe them a big debt of gratitude. This one is special to all the bhaiyas and didis. This day is yours too. You have toiled hard over the past 4 years behind the scenes to ensure that all our students on campus lead a comfortable life. To each and every one of you, a big thank you. A personal word of gratitude to all our founders who have supported Ashoka with open arms. Some of you are present here and continue to help us as we move forward. The university would not be what it is today without your contributions. To the graduating students, stay connected with Ashoka. You have completed your journey, but only as a student, and have embarked on the road of becoming an alum. Come back and support the university that has nurtured you. Mentor and assist future batches of students. They will need your experience and wisdom. The alumni office will work closely with you in this regard. We come to an end of the first part of the convocation today. There is a second event later in the afternoon, post which today's events will come to a close. Finally, a thank you to Chancellor Mukherjee, Vice Chancellor Roy Chaudhary, Chairman Pramod Sinha, my fellow Pro VC Rama Malik, our deans, and all our guests for making the first part of the day memorable. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We shall now rise for the national anthem. Leading us with their heartfelt rendition, we have Meha, Kirtana, Aditya, Vanix, Dhruv, Shreyansh, Dia, Netra, Shauti, and Nandini. May I request everyone to please rise. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2024. Let us have a huge round of applause for all the scholars. I request the guests to remain standing till the academic procession has exited the hall. We hope you've had a pleasant morning, and we thank you for your presence on this important occasion. Before you proceed to lunch, I kindly ask for your attention for a few quick announcements. Graduated students are requested to collect their degrees from AC04, rooms 001 to 004. Should you wish to purchase graduation caps, you may do so at the sports block MPH. Ashoka merchandise for the graduating class and their proud loved ones is available just outside the hall. There is a live photo counter for you to capture these memories and take home a print. You will find the photo booths at the end of this hall. I would also like to inform you that the afternoon convocation ceremony is scheduled to begin at this venue shortly, and we would be grateful for your assistance in decongesting this area. Last But certainly not the least, lunch will be served at the student dining hall. You will find shuttles outside to take you to the lunch venue. Please seek assistance from the volunteers for directions. Thank you, everybody. I wish you a pleasant day.